Because until now, the Terramorphs that wiped out Londinian had the good sense to stay put. What happened there? It was a tragedy, but at least it was contained. So to find evidence for a similar attack on a different world, well, we don't have enough information to know precisely what this means. But I doubt it's good. So I'd love to know what it is you're planning from here.
Right, okay. You're not military, so giving you orders is probably, pointless. Look, get your boots on. We're going to stop any more attacks before they start.
Music to my ears.
There you go.
Faster we take the lift to the surface. Not supposed to use it, but given the circumstances, I'm inclined to just ask forgiveness. Let's get going.
Yeah, let's get going. We can use the lift. Okay, now that I've told you all that, can we talk about the rule about me not touching anything? I'm going to touch this, okay? Brace yourself. Vanguard Space Tactics 2. Ship missiles permanently deal 5% more damage. Okay, I'm not completely sure what else you thought I was going to touch in this place. There really isn't an awful lot going on. And you probably should clean the place up a little. Alright. Where's this elevator? Let's... Oh, is it all the way back? Surely you've got another elevator, do you? Yes, you do. Excellent. Right. Bit of a relief. It's not that I'm lazy, I'm just fed up of running around this place looking for elevators and doors. Okay. You've got a spacesuit, right? You've got a space... I do hope you've got a spacesuit. You're not going to be running around out here in your underwear. No, good. Oh, of course you did. When we first met you, you had a spacesuit. Don't ask about the whole running around out here in your underwear. Believe it or not, that is a thing on Mars. We're meeting at the 6th circle. Excuse me.
Percival. My God, look at you. You're an old man now.
You're no hatchling yourself anymore, Major. Our friend here showed me your sample. Suffice it to say...
Not here. Let's talk somewhere more private. Lou said we could use the back.
Okay. Got him. Okay, didn't even say hi. You do know that lad, right? I mean... Okay. Okay, are you two just gonna gaze at each other? Adrian?
Lou gave me the abridged version of what went down. Yeah, I can't thank you enough for taking care of all that.
Makes two of us.
I hope it ultimately didn't end up being too much trouble.
To be honest, in the end, it looks like I would have gone there anyway, so a little more gunfire than I usually like. Not really. Too much trouble is exact. It was no walk in the park. Okay, it was a little more gunfire than I usually like on my delivery jobs, but nothing I couldn't manage, I guess.
That's certainly not what I was expecting you'd have to go through. But thank you. I'm just glad you both came through intact.
I mean, honestly, it wasn't that much more
were you two able to get that
fire than normal.
together?
Got it right here. That sample? It's an exact match for the ones from Londinian.
Londinian. That's exactly what I was afraid of.
Not thrilled to be the bearer of that kind of news. That's for damn sure. So tell me you've got some kind of plan for that workup.
Well, right now, we've got more questions than answers. So I've been trying to figure out what it's going to take to access our old Terramorph data.
Good place to start. What'd you find?
It's in the archives.
The Armistice Archives? Doesn't that mean we'd be dealing with the Cabinet? And the Freestar Collective? And House Varun somehow? Guess we can kiss that approach goodbye.
I didn't think the Cabinet would be willing to hear us out either. But I called in some favors. They've agreed to hear us out on 2 conditions. One, they want to see this analysis you two have procured. And two, they want to discuss what happened on Tau Ceti. With both of us.
Okay. Right. If you need someone to jam the higher-ups, doesn't sound like running mill data you're after. The cabinet, what's that? What's the cabinet? What's that?
The cabinet's the UC's highest governing body. The president, top military brass, scientific and diplomatic division heads. Any major decision the UC makes goes through them. They're the only real chance we've got of unlocking the archives. So without their blessing, we're flying blind.
Okay, and the Armistice Archives, and what does it have to do with the Freestar Collective and House Varun? This is because they made a treaty, right? All three of them. And all three of them have to basically give permission to access it.
Well, when the colony war came to a close 19 years ago, with the signing of the armistice, 3 factions were involved in the negotiations. The UC, Freestar, and House Varun. They made a lot of decisions about what sort of tactics should and shouldn't be permitted in future conflicts. All information related to the things they decided should be banned was locked away in the archives. Now, it's possible to get things out of there, but only with the agreement of members from all 3 factions. And as to what our research is doing in there, well, I'll get to that.
Okay... yeah. Doesn't sound like any run-of-the-mill data you're after. I'll take the explanation now, I think.
Of course. You deserve the full story. Percival and I, we're not just researchers. We were
Figured
military
that.
scientists, ran a division of the UC together that deployed aliens on the battlefield as weapons.
Place I was hiding out. That was our unit's home base.
After some early fits and starts at other facilities, the place eventually became the heart of UC xeno-warfare. A practice that's been banned ever since the armistice went into effect almost 20 years ago. And the UC military cut us loose for what we'd done.
Okay, still doesn't explain... right. Then what does this make you two now? Is the UC going to throw me in prison for helping you? I mean, my Vanguard commander seemed okay with it, but...
No. We were both dismissed after the war for what we did. These days, we're just concerned citizens with a very particular area of expertise. Our damage has been done for a long time.
Okay, did you not get ordered to do it by your superiors? I mean, not that it's always a good excuse, but... you know, you were researching xeno-warfare. It hadn't been banned at that point. I was wondering if you were ever going to share that nugget with me. I really was wondering if you were going to be honest with me.
Oh. You already knew.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm sorry about that.
I
It
guessed
didn't seem relevant in the moment, and well,
some of it.
It's not something I'm exactly proud of. But it was during that assignment that the UC asked us to explore deploying terramorphs on the battlefield. The project never got off the ground, but the data our team gathered is now sitting in the archives, along with all the other information banned after the colony war. Under the watchful eye of monitors from all the galactic factions still participating in regular politics. But if we can convince the cabinet to help us access that data, it'll give us the tools we need to decipher what exactly this sample might mean. And hopefully, how to prevent more attacks like the one that spawned it.
Like, it would seem to me that everyone's got a, dog in this race and a reason to help us. Why should I trust you with this data? How do I know it's not... okay. Why would the cabinet agree to help us? Why wouldn't the cabinet agree to help us is the better question, yes. I mean, we're trying to save everyone.
I mean, I hope they will, given the evidence we've acquired. But getting the Freestar Collective and House Varun on our side, that won't be easy.
Okay.
Since neither group is exactly on great terms with the UC at the moment, for various reasons.
Exactly. It's going to mean negotiations and deals and plenty of diplomatic legwork to see this through. But I don't see a better option to solving what's going on here. So it's gonna be up to us to get them on board.
Okay. And why should I... Yeah, you know what? Why should I trust her? Because she seems like she's trying to right a wrong here. Not thrilled about you keeping information from me, but I guess I can help.
That's all I'm asking. Thank you. Now I need to get this work up in the cabinet's hands. Once that's done, I'll meet you out front of Mast in New Atlantis.
Good luck. You two are gonna need it.
Sidonia. Just wish everyone else felt the same way.
Yeah. Alright. So, we're heading back to New Atlantis. And now we're on a kind of diplomatic...
Those security uniforms are way cooler than anything we've got.
Not sure I agree, but... Oh, hold the elevator! Hold the elevator! Hold the elevator! Wait. We will not talk of it. You ever wonder how the people of Jemison adapt to the really long days here? I mean, they're like 48 hours or something. Do you think they just get used to it? Maybe take naps in the middle of the day or something? Or do they split it into two? Have one day where it's sunny when they sleep and when they work, and then the next day it's dark the entire time? I mean, I guess that would sort of work. Maybe if you have sun lamps or something in your workplace just to keep
Captain,
your cycle.
over here.
Hey, you're a scientist, right? How do people adapt to the sort of day? We've got more important things.
The workup's in the cabinet's hands. They said they'll call for us once they've gotten to properly review it.
Oh, right.
But listen, I know I should have been more forthcoming about who I was earlier. So, in the interest of full disclosure, there's one more thing you ought to know before we head up there.
Oh, God.
My relationship with the UC. It's more complicated than it might seem at first glance. The UC's actually the only reason I'm here in the first place. I am a clone of a man named Francois Sanon, one-time fleet admiral of the UC during the Colony War, former head of the UC Navy. They called him Ve Victus. Woe to the defeated, in Old Earth Latin. A title he earned. The program I was a part of, it was the UC's attempt to create a new generation of military minds from one of their most respected tacticians. Secure the leadership of the UC military for generations to come.
Okay, that's so many questions. I'm guessing not an identical clone, but you're a clone of a man. How's that work? It's not that difficult, genetically speaking. This Ve Victus must have been an impressive commander for the UC to want to clone him. Thing is, you don't sound too happy about that, and woe to the defeated. Yeah, that sounds a little worrying, doesn't it?
He would have happily told you he was one of the greats. Ultimately, though, it didn't matter. The man I was cloned from, my father, was executed for acts he committed during the war. The man caused a lot of death on both sides. Freestar Collective and UC. Military and civilians. And the things he did, well, they're a part of the reason the UC and Freestar Collective aren't really on great terms to this day. So my involvement, it could be another obstacle they throw at us up there. I just wanted you to be forewarned.
Okay. Not sure I can blame them, this family of yours. Yeah, this is not... You know what? Sins of the father and everything. So you're using me to distract them. Great. No, wow, I thought my family was... My family... What did he do exactly to merit being executed?
He had his men open fire on civilian ships during the Battle of Cheyenne. A battle that he ultimately ended up losing anyway, devastating the UC fleet and bringing the colony war to an ugly end for the UC. But he's also the one who ordered the bombing of the Londinian spaceport during their outbreak, condemning countless lives. Both sides agreed the settled systems would be better without him.
Right, okay. Yeah, you're not your father. If the cabinet doesn't see that, that's their problem, not yours.
I really appreciate you saying that. I just thought you deserved to know, considering how much you've done already. You know, while we've got a second, was there anything else we needed to discuss? I know you got dropped into the middle of this pretty fast. Or if you've got any last-minute business to attend to, now might be a good time. No telling how long the cabinet's gonna keep us waiting out here.
Okay, don't... Actually, I need to go to... No, let's... Your eyes, they're red. Is that a result of the cloning process? Or have you spent time...
That's actually a souvenir
on
from
Mars.
my time on Mars.
Yeah, there we go.
The Red Devils unit I was a part of. They were founded by recruits
Right.
who'd worked some of Mars' deepest mines. Folks used to adversity. The dust at those depths, it seeps into everything. The human eye included. Where the name Red Devils came from in the first place. It became an unwritten rite of passage that anyone wanting to enlist with the Devils had to do a stint in the mines before they could join up. The Devils were always talked about in such revered tones during my training, so as soon as I was old enough, I signed up. And the eyes were my parting gift.
Odd, really, isn't it? Back then, I might have ended up in that unit. Okay, I gotta know. Could you tell me anything more about your father?
I mean, we never spent a lot of time together. He was too busy being fleet admiral to deal with kids. I was raised by a pair of guardians instead.
So he...
Until his defeat during the Colony
that's
War,
weird.
though, he was known as an extremely effective commander. Savvy. Perceptive. That mind opened a lot of doors for him. And for me, too. But Victus, for all his ability, was heartless. Ruthless to a fault. In the end, that's what cost him his life.
Yeah. Okay. What are the risks of us accessing this data?
Eye strain from the amount of reading I've got on the horizon if we succeed. The Terramorph project never went anywhere. It couldn't. They're deadly creatures, but they aren't xenoweapons. The cabinet not opening the archives is probably a bigger risk than them handing over the files. That data itself isn't dangerous, which probably wouldn't be a bad point for us to bring up, should the opportunity arise.
Okay. And any suggestions on what I should say to the cabinet?
Well, thinking about it more, I suspect there'd be value in sharing the fact that the Terramorph project was, well, a failure. There's no need to be afraid of this data being weaponized. Knowing that should calm some of the cabinet's fears and make it easier for us to dispel any suspicions the other factions might have about our intentions.
Okay. This is odd. Alright. Don't have any questions. Well, I've still got some questions, but they're mostly about the whole clone thing, because that's still blowing my mind a little bit, especially the idea that you kind of knew your father. Like, that's just so many questions, including why did they decide... You know what? It's all very personal, so I'm just a little bit caught off balance here, so no, for now.
I guess it's just a matter of...
The cabinet meeting is about to begin. All parties, please proceed to the cabinet chambers.
Sounds like our cue.
Okay.
Here we go.
So, is this going to be more dangerous than taking on spaces or something? Because I feel like you're more nervous now than when we were dealing with a Terramorph. I guess we can't deal with the council the same way, right? That was a joke, by the way. I'm just, you know, out of my depth here. Sort of. Alright, here we go. Interstellar Affairs. I'm just going to follow you, because you seem to know the way. And you're the brains of this opera. Oh, God, I don't like the setup. Okay. Why do I get the urge to check this floor in case it's a trap door?
Ah, welcome. You must be the captain Hadrian mentioned in her report. You have our thanks for the risks you faced in securing this information.
Okay, just following on. Thanks. Don't get... No, Hadrian made it clear that addressing this issue required the utmost urgency.
Oh, I'm sure she did.
Yes, well, precisely how urgent is what I hope we'll determine here today. So now, we have two petitioners here making a surprising request. Access to the UC Xeno Warfare Team's Terramorph data, currently housed in the Armistice archives. A request which will require not just this body's agreement, but that of all three Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun. Now, Captain, we've all read Hadrian's report on the subject, but we have yet to hear from you. Perhaps you could summarize for the Cabinet what it is you see as the goal of this endeavor.
Right, okay. Remind me what it... Could you just tell me exactly what is kept in those archives?
All knowledge related to the technologies banned by the UC and the Freestar Collective after the Colony War resides in the archives.
Right.
Including the aforementioned Terramorph data you and Hadrian are after. I want to know what you, someone with less direct involvement in the Armistice, sees as the purpose behind granting said access.
Yeah. Okay, we're still trying to figure out what we're facing. You need the archive data to find a way to stop a possible Terramorph apocalypse. I'm just here to talk about what happened. Hadrian's the one with the grand plans. No. We're still trying to figure out what we're facing. We can't make an informed decision about the data. Is this a bit too... The Terramorph apocalypse. I mean, we could be talking about a Terramorph apocalypse, couldn't we? No, you know what? We're still trying to figure out what we're facing. We can't make an informed decision without the data.
That is something to consider. Though we also have to take into account the nature of the data you require.
Understood.
Madam President, I object to the very premise of this meeting. While no one would argue that what happened on Tau Ceti was anything less than a tragedy, Terramorph attacks are not some sudden new threat on the horizon. They've been happening for generations. To demand we hand over banned archival knowledge and possibly upset the balance of galactic diplomacy because of a single attack seems at best panic. And at worst, a power grab by the daughter of a bloodthirsty warmonger and her associates.
I would remind the chief diplomat who he's speaking to. If it's my father you're looking to address, you're welcome to consult a medium.
Okay, Hadrian.
I would also ask, how many deaths the Cabinet requires to act? 50? 50,000?
Hadrian.
Because if tragedies like Tau Ceti are just prelude to more attacks, I have no doubt you'll get the body count you require.
Let's keep this civil, shall we? And while there should be no doubt, the preservation of life stands paramount among this body's duties. Chief Yassine has a point. Will a single attack, however troubling, be sufficient to convince the other factions to grant us access to what they no doubt consider weapon data? I don't think it's enough. Perhaps you can help, Captain. As the one who actually collected the sample in question, did this Terramorph seem at all alarming to you?
Yes. It wiped out a colony that never saw it coming. That's...
Captain?
I only know what I was told. Its tissues matched the ones from Londinium. It wiped out a colony that never saw it coming. That's pretty alarming. It is pretty alarming, but... You know what? Yeah, come on. Is that not alarming enough?
That is worth considering. This attack took place on an almost completely uninhabited world. The casualties were minimal as a result. But if there's another attack, will we be so lucky?
Yes, a fine point, Admiral. So then, Captain, given the discussion now and the information you've been privy to thus far, if you were in our position, would you grant the request made to open the archives?
Ooh. Right, okay, wait a minute. Let's have a look. If it were me, I wouldn't grant it. Yeah, no, personally, I would wait. We don't have enough information. All right, yes. If the fear is the data being weaponized, the Terramorph program failed. The data's not dangerous.
That? I hadn't thought of that, Captain.
An excellent point
Hadrian
indeed.
did.
The other powers would likely be much more inclined to work with us knowing that. Chief Diplomat.
That point is a good one. Very well, you have my agreement. The galaxy is lucky you were here today, Captain.
Okay.
You and I are in agreement, Chief Diplomat. So, if there are no other objections, I believe we can agree to give our full backing to make the request to... What was that?
Attention.
Whoa, okay.
An incident has occurred. Facility lockdown engaged.
Incident. Chief Sarkin, what's happening?
There's been an attack at the spaceport. Terramorphs.
What?
Terramorphs. More attacks.
How?
Just as predicted.
Good God.
There must be another explanation. The creatures evaded our scanner somehow.
Oh, please tell me they didn't come on our ship.
There will be plenty of time for conjecture later.
Yeah.
Chief Sarkin, order the evacuation of the spaceport and have your men contain the things, but do it discreetly. The last thing we need is a citywide panic.
Yes, ma'am.
Admiral Logan, the local barracks can provide support?
I'll make the order myself. Nearest anti-Xeno squad, though, is off-world. Going to take a while to bring them in.
Well, we'll have to make do with the tools we've got.
Hi.
You two. We can't risk those things getting out of the spaceport. I want you both on the next train there. We'll let them know you're coming and that you've dealt with these things before. Now go show them how it's done.
We're on it, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm right behind you. Let's get down there.
You're not right behind me. You're way too slow. Come on, let's get... Excuse me, gents. I need the elevator. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Do what?
Stop! We're trying to
EM
process it. Now hit him with everything.
Okay, the citizens have gone... Okay, what is happening? All right, wait, is that that is an E... That looks distinctly... No, it's set as electromagnetic, so I can... Okay. Is it doing... It's no... Okay, think that one's out. Where's... Don't shoot them. Do not shoot them with real weapons, guys. I've got to... Wait a minute. What if I... Creator's piece. I didn't do anything. Okay, do I have to just keep... Okay. Are they all out? No, there's still one. Could you move out of the way?
Stop.
Stop shooting them! Okay. So you've got to keep shooting them till the... Is it wearing out? Okay. Are you guys okay here?
Thank you for what you did. We didn't want to hurt them.
The way those people were acting, I've seen this before. They were under the Terramorph's influence, weren't they?
I thought that only worked
I don't know. They were down at the port and they just started screaming. We tried to restrain them, get them on the train to get them out of harm's way, but some of the other officers down there, we couldn't restrain them fast enough. They just started firing on us. People we knew. They went berserk.
Pheromonic projection.
Okay.
Some terramorphs, they can induce this fog. It affects everyone differently, but some people just lose control, turn against everyone around them, even if they don't want to. They're like a puppet. You kill the morph, you break the hold. But this means we're gonna need to be real careful with our fire, and keep that EM weapon at the ready.
Okay, but... Alright, I'm putting them down. Are you suggesting terramorphs? Does this mean I need to... Do I need to worry about you turning on me, or vice versa?
I honestly was just wondering the same thing.
Yeah, well...
But no, you don't need to worry about me. I've had a terramorph try it on me before. I'm not susceptible. So we'll just have to make sure to watch out for each other down there.
Yeah, totally. But you're saying these terramorphs can control people's minds. I mean, I thought you were saying they were dominating, like, weaker species. Like, you know, other aliens, not actually mind control of humans.
I'm not suggesting. It's documented behavior.
Oh, well, this is
The
just...
result of the projection, though, can vary wildly. Some folks just shrug it off. Others hallucinate. And some lose control altogether. They'll lash out at anyone around them, but still be aware while they're doing it. Those cases, you'll either need to knock them out with EM fire, or free them by killing the terramorph.
Okay. Sounds like we need to hustle.
Let's do it.
You did totally.
That's unlocked. Please, do what you can to help them.
We will. A big problem here is... You don't have an EM weapon. I'm guessing you have an EM weapon. Do we have any spare EM weapons? No. Okay, I absolutely need to get this easy to reach. Right, okay. Okay, do you have an EM
Hope
weapon?
the Black Sea is treating you all right.
Does it look like it's treating me all right? Let's
Dropping
take it.
off or picking up?
I'm checking what you've got. You keep shooting them. And luckily for some odd reason, you were just clipping them. You know what? I gotta say, wait here a moment. Just, look, you return to your post. I will come and get you later, yeah? I will come and get you later. Find a way back to your post. Yeah.
All right, I guess. I'd rather be out here with you.
No, me too, but right now, I don't want someone shooting people. You help out here. Help out here. Okay. All right, let's just make sure I've got it. I've got Creator's Piece, which should be useful here, should it not? All right. We're going to the spaceport to shoot Okay.
No time to waste, Captain. Stash the EM and pull some firepower. Let's move.
Okay.
Evacuation order has been issued from the Spaceport District. All citizens are required
Okay.
to proceed to the nearest shelter.
All right, we've...
You might back up. Don't just stand there. Good.
Okay. Oh, God. Okay. What about this? Lasers? Oh, God. Okay. 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 Come on! Oh, God.
Captain, you're going to be okay. It's not real. Whatever
I'm not... I'm pretty... Are you totally sure this is not real? Because it looks pretty damn real to me. Definitely. That looks like a real terramorph to me. Did we lose people? Okay.
Got the remaining creatures locked down. They said you've done this before.
What? Sorry?
Far too to spare. Whatever supplies you need. I can't risk them taking over any more of my men. Put these things down and do it fast. We'll hold them as best we can.
Okay, so you... Okay, you know what? I am absolutely going to be... What do we got? Physical rifle? No, I will take as much ammo as possible. I'm guessing you've got enough to hold here? Yeah, you know what? That looks too similar. So let's remove it. I didn't remove it. Okay, maybe a better idea. Let's... Yes, that removes it. Okay. We don't want to accidentally shoot people with real laser beams. Alright, got that. Okay, let's just double check that's working. Okay.
Don't let him get into your head.
Okay, is everyone...
You see the signs of that thing? Heavens, those Marines were here.
Okay.
Not sure we would have held.
Alright. Okay. Where are we going now? Where are we go? Oh. You guys okay?
This wasn't on the application.
Fireteam Marine. All right, these are the Marines.
Heard you might be looking for some backup. You say the word, we're out there on your 6.
Okay.
Did you have any experience with terramorphs before?
Only the brief they just gave on the way here. But we know how to handle pressure.
Yeah, pressure's one thing.
Surviving a full-on mental assault isn't the same as keeping your cool in a firefight. Might make you more liability than asset.
We're not UC security. You don't need to worry about us.
Okay. Are you sure you're not going to turn on us out there? How sure are you?
We're not afraid.
It's not about being
Stay here and
afraid.
hold the line if that's what you want. You're the experts.
Hold the line. I think this is... Right, you two stay here. Hold the line.
Your call. We're on the line.
You hold the line. Make sure they don't get through here. We... There's Vasco. Where? Where are we looking? Where are we looking? Okay, you know what? Let's... Where did they come from? And no funny jokes, please. I don't want to hear about Mommy and Daddy Terramorphs, okay? I do not want to hear about Mommy and Daddy Terramorphs. Where the hell... They're not over there. Are they back inside? I'm not seeing them. Did I just... Okay, seriously, how embarrassing is that? I just sprained my ankle. I just sprained my actual ankle. Okay, there are Terramorphs out here, and I'm running around spraining my bloody ankle. Alright. I'm not hearing Terramorphs either. Where? Where? Okay. Well, there's a lot of destruction here, so maybe I'm heading in the right direction. See something? Cafeteria. Oh, God. Terramorphs are having lunch. Or not. Okay, so where the hell... Where the hell is it? Okay. Please don't tell me they were brought in on transports. Okay, okay. Okay, we have got. Okay, you know what? Right, I am going to try and use this Tesla pilot. I have no idea if it's going to do anything. Okay, come on, come on, come on. Oh, really? Did it? What? That's not what I wanted to do. Did I get another? Oh, okay. Okay, okay.
This is useless. You've already lost.
Yeah, you know what? Oh, God, that's a complete waste of time, isn't it? All right. You know what? It's not going to work on me. You know why it's not going to work on me? I'm used to people telling me I'm useless. It doesn't work on me.
There.
What does work is...
There.
Yeah, I know it's right there. Can see it.
Surrounded. All around. No way out.
Oh, God. Okay, you know what?
Right behind you.
Don't... Oh, God. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, this seemed actually oddly effective. Oh, yes. Yeah, is it over, though? Is it over? I'm not convinced. All right. Tactical reload again. Well, it's not even a tactical reload. That's just a full-on bloody reload, isn't it? Okay. I think we got more. I think we've got more. Question is, where? Over here by the looks of things. Now is not a good time to land. Somebody... Okay. Question. I mean... Can they get a surprise attack on it? I'm guessing grenades... Not everyone's favourite idea. Got a clear shot, don't...
Let's get this over with.
Okay, that did quite a bit. That did quite a bit. Can I get up here? Yes, I can. Okay. All right. Come. I'm not getting down. I'm quite happy up here. Oh, God, no. Oh, you know what? I think right about now, no one's going to mind a bit of grenade. Well, apart from the Terramorph. Okay. Okay, yes. Meat to the bloody slaughter. Okay. Oh, could you not get up here? I thought you could jump. What happened to the jumping? What happened to the jumping? Did you really stop me reloading? Did you really stop me reloading? Yes, you did. Oh, God. He's going to come jump up here right now after it. Okay.
You can't hide.
I'm not hiding. I'm stood on top of a bunch of boxes being heroic. This is not hiding.
Target down. Nice work, Captain.
Was that it? Was that it? Definitely seems to be it. Okay. That wasn't so bad. Really? Okay. Let's have a... Alright, I'm sort of glad I didn't bring those with. I'm gonna guess they would have started shooting at us. What do you think? That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Alright! Crisis averted, I think.
Guess they weren't kidding about you two. The universe put the right people in the right place.
You held the line. You're the heroes here, not us. All in a day's work. Just remember to... No, we're all heroes here. All of us.
Certainly doesn't feel like it.
I don't want to think what would have happened if you two hadn't been here.
Just glad we could rise to the occasion. Captain, we should report back to the President. Let her know the Terramorphs have been dealt with.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself, Sergeant.
Alright. Okay. And we didn't have to shoot any civilians. Oh, I feel bad about sending Mara away now. Okay. You know, I can't help but notice, recently, every time I've come back to New Atlantis, it's ended up on fire. Just hoping nobody else notices that.